The Harris family drama has taken yet another twist, with T.I.'s son King Harris finding himself in deeper trouble than ever before. What began as concerns about his social media antics and rebellious lifestyle has spiraled into a tangled web of legal issues, public scrutiny, and impending fatherhood. But here's the twist. Despite T.I.'s relentless warnings and heartfelt attempts to guide his son, King seems intent on carving his own reckless path. Will this young man rise to the occasion, or will the weight of fame and responsibility prove too much to bear? At just 19 years old, King Harris has lived a life that most people can only dream of. Growing up as the son of one of hip-hop's most iconic figures, he's had access to wealth, fame, and opportunities from an early age. Yet, instead of leveraging his privilege to build a promising future, King has found himself embroiled in controversies that seem to escalate with every passing month. His recent arrest in Georgia is a prime example of his increasingly reckless behavior. The incident occurred when King, driving a vehicle that nearly collided with a police cruiser, was pulled over by authorities. What they discovered was far from innocent. King had an outstanding warrant for failing to appear in court on previous charges, a firearm in his possession, and the smell of marijuana lingering in the car. This was not just a youthful mistake. It was a series of poor decisions that signaled deeper issues at play. Rather than addressing the gravity of the situation, King took to social media, declaring himself a free man with a smug grin. The reaction from fans and critics was swift and divided. Some scolded him for glamorizing his arrest and perpetuating a sense of entitlement, while others expressed concern for his lack of accountability. For many, this moment epitomized the dangers of growing up in the limelight, a world where the consequences of bad decisions often seem muted by wealth and fame. King's arrest is only one layer of this unfolding story. Adding another level of complexity is the news of his impending fatherhood. His girlfriend, Jania, Big Nana Epps, who is several years older than King, is expecting their child. The announcement has sparked intense debate among fans and commentators alike. Is Nana a stabilizing force in King's chaotic life, or is she leveraging his family's fame for her own gain? More importantly, does King understand the responsibility that comes with raising a child? Or is he barreling toward fatherhood with the same recklessness he's exhibited elsewhere? For T.I., this news is bittersweet. As a father who has walked his own tumultuous path, T.I. knows better than most the challenges of growing up and shouldering the responsibilities of parenthood. In a recent interview, T.I. jokingly remarked that he hopes King's child will give him a taste of the trouble he's caused, but beneath the humor lies a genuine concern for his son's future. Ty's journey from a troubled youth to a successful artist and entrepreneur has been a story of redemption. He's been vocal about wanting King to avoid the mistakes he made. Yet his warnings appear to be falling on deaf ears. The father-son dynamic between T.I. and King is complicated. T.I. has spoken candidly about his efforts to guide his son, using his own life as an example of the dangers of poor decisions. He's shared heartfelt conversations and imparted hard-earned wisdom. But King seems determined to carve out his own path, one that increasingly appears fraught with peril. This tension between a father's love and a son's rebellion is both relatable and heart-wrenching, amplified by the public nature of their lives. Social media has played a significant role in shaping King's public persona. It's both a stage and a shield, allowing him to flaunt a lifestyle of luxury while deflecting accountability. In one moment, King is posting images of designer outfits and expensive cars. In the next, he's embroiled in controversy. This duality creates a bubble where consequences feel distant, and public perception often takes precedence over personal growth. Ty's frustration is palpable. Despite his repeated warnings, King's actions suggest a disregard for the wisdom his father has tried to impart. From skipping court dates to glamorizing arrests, King's choices are testing not only his father's patience, but also his reputation. T.I., known for his transformation from street hustler to respected businessman, is desperate to see his son embrace a similar journey of growth. Yet, he understands that change must come from within, a realization that makes King's apparent indifference all the more painful. Fans, too, are divided on King's future. Some believe the arrival of his child could serve as a wake-up call, forcing him to take responsibility and mature. Others fear that King is too entrenched in a cycle of entitlement and recklessness to change course. The addition of impending fatherhood to his legal troubles only raises the stakes, demanding a level of accountability that King has yet to demonstrate consistently. Critics have also turned their attention to King's relationship with Big Nana. Their dynamic has raised eyebrows, with some suggesting that King's youth and inexperience leave him vulnerable to manipulation. Others argue that Nana might be exactly what King needs, a steadying influence in an otherwise chaotic life. Regardless of the speculation, the reality is that King's relationship is now under intense scrutiny, adding yet another layer of pressure to an already complicated situation. King's actions are not entirely unique. They reflect the struggles of many young people trying to find their identity while navigating the expectations of those around them. However, his situation is amplified by the public nature of his life. Every misstep is magnified, and the court of public opinion can be both relentless and unforgiving. For T.I., this reality is a double-edged sword. The same fame that provides opportunities for his family also exposes their vulnerabilities to the world. As the saga unfolds, questions about King's future loom large. Will he rise to the occasion and take responsibility for his actions, or will he continue down a path that jeopardizes his freedom, his relationships, and his potential? The stakes have never been higher, and the choices he makes in the coming months will likely define the trajectory of his life. Ty's unwavering dedication to his son is evident, even as he grapples with the frustration of seeing King ignore his advice. As a father, T.I. is invested in his son's success and happiness, but he's also painfully aware of the dangers that come with King's choices. Ty's transformation from a troubled youth to a respected figure in the entertainment industry is proof that change is possible, but it requires introspection and effort, qualities that King must embrace if he hopes to follow a similar path. The drama surrounding the Harris family serves as a cautionary tale about the challenges of growing up in the spotlight. For King, this is a pivotal moment, one that could define the rest of his life. The world is watching to see whether he'll heed his father's advice and make positive changes, or if he'll continue to struggle under the weight of his decisions. Ultimately, the responsibility lies with King. Whether he rises to the challenge or falters under the pressure remains to be seen. The stakes are high, and the road ahead is uncertain. But one thing is clear: King Harris' next moves will be closely watched by fans, critics, and his family alike. What do you think about King's situation? Can he turn things around, or is he destined to repeat the mistakes of his past? Share your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for more updates on this evolving story.